Welcome back, all of my bookish friends. If you are new here, my name is Kim. Welcome, welcome. Be prepared for all of the rambling chaos that is me. If you are coming back, you know what I am referring to. Please grab your drink of choice. I am drinking a mocha cappuccino macchiato, I think is what it's called. It's kind of lukewarm by now, but the goal and purpose of this video is to go over my, I believe it is 6, we'll scroll through, yes, 6 core goals that I want to focus on for the year 2022, and oh my God, please let it be a better year than the previous one, because it was an extremely rough year last year. Alright, so again, just like last year, my goal for my channel is to keep it growing. If it's just one person that's coming and joining our family, great. If it's more than that, awesome. But yeah, just keep it growing, spread the word, spread the love, come in, join us. It's crazy here, I know that. I get loopy, so yeah. So if you like crazy, rambly person, I'm your girl for you. So again, I don't ever try to cap out. I know I ended the year pushing, trying to get up to 250 at the very end because we were so close. I still, hopefully we will have gotten there. I don't know at the time of filming this video because I am pre-filming towards the end of December these videos because as you can tell, not feeling the greatest, so at the time of filming this, I don't know if we reached that lofty goal or not. But anywho, just continuing growing, that is what I want, what I desire. That's what any booktuber, YouTuber on the platform wants. That's why we're here. We love talking, or at least I love talking about books. That's what my channel is all about, sharing my love and talking and rambling about books. So that's always goal number 1, continuing to grow, to have an audience to share my love of books with. All right. Sorry. The second goal is my year-long project, and it was inspired by several different booktubers in the book community on Discord, different book groups there. They did prioritize different books to self-destruct if they did not read them by the end of the year. My goal is my entire bookcase, and I can, and I have a whole dedicated video about that where I post the bookcase in question. It inhabits this corner over here, off to that direction. There are, I believe, on my Excel sheets 51 or 52 books total, because the first line is dedicated to the author and then the title, so I believe it's 51 books total. I have for this year 365 days to read them, and if I don't read them, they get unhauled by the end of December of this year. So that is what this project is about. 2 creators that I have recently watched that inspired me that are on BookTube is the PM Reader, and I can have her channel linked down below, as well as Into the Nook. Both of those are specific creators that I have seen mention this style type of project. But I don't know how many specifically books that they were reading. This is just like when I stumbled across their channels, they had mentioned this style, which inspired me to do this. So that is what I'm going to be doing. It's a year-long project. I'll do quarterly updates, so 4 times a year. And then the finale will be in December, at the end of December, to let you know how I did. So quarterly updates for that. So yeah, so that is a goal. Goal number 2 is this TBR Bookcase Self-Destruct of 2022. Yeah. So, holding myself accountable for that. I am specifically, and I'm going to hold myself finally, this is 3rd year running, I'm going into a basically no buy / extremely low buy, if I do any buying at all, extremely low buy year. All right, so there are some conditions to go with this. So I have to have fully read the books off of this TBR shelf for that project. I can earn money for these books, so it doesn't matter how many pages the books have, except for one of them. I'm not going to get to that specific book. So if I read it cover to cover, I can earn $5 for those books. If I DNF it for any reason, whether I'm 5 pages in, 10, 100, whatever, if I DNF it, I can earn it $1 for it, because whether it's the pacing, just not interested in it, whatever. Not just because I'm sick and I had to put it down, but I'm just not interested in. I can earn $1 for it. I gave it a shot. It just wasn't for me. So I can earn $1. There is one book over there that is over 1,000 pages, and it's Under the Dome by Stephen King. I'll give myself, if I read it cover to cover, I'll give myself $10 for that book. So I'm trying to motivate myself to stick with this project, to read all of these books by the end of the year. So it's going to take me time to accumulate enough money to make it worth doing a haul of books. So yeah, so each time I read a book, I will tally it and accumulate the money that way, and I'll keep a log of the books that I have, how much money I've earned for that book, and then once I've accumulated enough money to make it worth buying books, and then I'll do a haul, and I've earned that money, and it's not just going to be a free-for-all, which is what I've done, and which is why I've gotten into the trouble I've had and got myself into, because my goal is to pay off 2 of my credit cards that I've gotten myself into trouble with. Partly one, I've gotten some medical bills going on right now. One that I thought I was only going to have to pay a copay, and I gotten into, it was over $1,400 for an MRI scan, and I thought it was only going to be copay. So yeah, that one went really up, really high, and that was what a credit card is for. It's supposed to be for emergencies like that, and not what has happened over the last couple of years. So my goal this year is to pay off at least one of them, and then it may take me a little bit longer on the other one for the unexpected expense, and then there's a possibility later, I'll find out today, because I have another doctor's visit that I may have another bill to pay off on that one. So, or future upcoming medical bill, if the doctor agrees to what I want to happen. So that's coming up, so I really need to pay off and get my finances in order. So it's going to be extremely low buy, but I've got to earn in order to be able to purchase. So I'm putting myself on a extremely low buy, and I've got to earn by reading these books, which I need to get in the habit of reading before I buy. Anyways, what I used to do before I got myself into this. So, and I still do have my reveal book box, and I'm not getting rid of it, but I do have it down to 2 books like I should have been. So, back to that. And I do have other resources. I have my local library that I'm still going to get books from if I'm needing to supplement. I have Scribd for audiobooks, my Audible. I still have my Kindle Unlimited, ARCs I can get from Book Sirens. Like I mentioned already, the Reveal Book Box. I can get ARCs from NetGalley. And then I have access to my middle school library as well. So I have other sources. I just need to take advantage of them. I just have to watch my local library and not get fines for it. That's the only downside for that. But all the other ones, I have already paid subscriptions for them. Anyways, I just need to access them and use them. The Audible has a free section. I can get books from that. Kindle Unlimited, I already pay, it's $10 a year for that subscription. I just need to use the resources I have and slow my roll and really focus. more or less. So that was goal number 3, to do the no buy or extremely low buy until I earn those credits. I can look at it as credits. All right, book goal number 4 is to do more buddy reads, which I have lined up some. More read-alongs, buddy reads / read-alongs, which I'm doing one, which is the Game of Thrones read-along with Dasha and the other 2 co-hosts. I cannot think of their names off the top of my head. I will look at the one few times that I'll go into Twitter to the, what is it, the Little Book Owl and her listing of the read-alongs and see if I can find, and the way I've really stumbled along the ones that I've joined have been just randomly finding people and stumbling across them as I've looked at and found new booktubers. But also I've seen some of hers as well that were listed. But anywho, so joining in and finding other creators as well that are doing read-alongs and buddy reads and things like that. So that's, I just want to try to join in and discuss more and finding other people to buddy up with and all of that. All right, and then number 5, completing or / unhauling series I've started but haven't finished. So I'm either A, going to be completing out these series, or I'm going to be unhauling them if I'm no longer interested in them. There's no point in keeping them if I'm not going to be reading them. I've got a couple of them I'm on the fence about. I've read the first 2 books, but I haven't finished the last one. There's a couple that I'm like that with. So that's going to be a goal this year, is completing out the series I've started. Or unhauling if I'm just not interested in them anymore. And that makes sense to me. Why keep them on my shelves if I'm not going to be reading them? You know? All right, and then the 6th and final goal is my Goodreads challenge. And I think for this upcoming year, just with my health things going on, I'm dropping it down to 50. I know this last year I had it at 100. And I exceeded that goal, but just because, like, where my head is right now, my health and the possible going into another major surgery, if I can talk my doctor into it, which would hopefully help part of my head issues. I don't know how long I'm going to be in recovery for it, and I may be able to read more, and then I may not be feeling able to read more. I don't know, so I'm going to drop it down to 50, and then if I read more than that, great, but I'm not going to be doing this. Let's raise and lower the whole thing. I'm just going to leave it at 50, and then we'll go from there. And I don't know what I just did to my phone, but yeah. So those are my 6 goals. I think these are manageable. Like I said, I have no idea what 2022 is going to have in store for me, but I think these are 6 core goals that I think I can manage this year. I think they're realistic and manageable. Whereas last year I had some really way out there type of goals. So yes, this kind of wraps up this video. If you enjoyed my rambliness, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and until my next video, happy reading. Bye guys.